I'm surprised I never made a video about this, actually. All the videos I made over the year and some change that I've been on here, I've never made a video about budgeting. So that's what I'm going to do. For those wondering, I use the EveryDollar app for budgeting. The EveryDollar app was created by Dave Ramsey, of course, a Dave Ramsey solution. And when I first started my journey, that's who I found out about. So I'm like, you know what? He has an app. Let me use it. Let me use it. I was all about Dave. Dave is still cool, but I'm doing my own thing now. I downloaded the app. It's a free app at that, because you have the free version and the paid version. But I got the free version because frugality, because Dave would tell me not to get the paid for version if you're trying to get out of debt. So thanks for the advice, Dave. I got the free version and I've been using it ever since I started. I've had this app for 4 years now, and it's really, really easy to use. I'll be putting pictures to show y'all. So it's broken down into sections. You have the income section, which is how much money you have coming in. They let you put it in there. So every time you get a paycheck, you literally just put it in there. So I put how much I expect to make on a monthly basis. You know, I estimate. And then if it's different, then you just adjust accordingly inside the app. So for my income this month, I'm expecting to make $3,800 just from my job. $3,800. Whatever I make on the side, if I make anything on the side this month, then I'll put it in and I'll edit it accordingly. So there's my monthly income. You also have a housing section, a transportation section, and a food section. If you go up to the housing, that $1,230 is everything for me. You can break that down into even more line items if you want, but that's just too complicated for my liking. The less line items, the better it is for me to comprehend, and that's just how I do it. The $1,230 that you see, that includes my rent, that includes my food, that includes utilities and all other bills. On top of that, that's still giving me a little bit of wiggle room. So that way I know for sure everything is covered. It's wintertime here in Chicago. We run the heat a little bit more these days. So sometimes our heat or our gas bill is going to be a little bit higher than normal. So that way, with a little bit of wiggle room, that ensures the fact that things are covered without me worrying about it. You see under, I just put the mobile phone right under that in the housing section just because I wanted to. No particular reason, but you can do that. You can add as many line items as you want to the housing section. My phone is $108 a month. Yes, it is high. I know it's high. I've been with Sprint for 8 years, and for whatever reason, I'm just not going to change it. I don't feel like changing it. Could I have a cheaper phone bill? Definitely. We'll work on that in the future, but it is what it is. Personal finance is personal. Always remember that. Transportation, you see the $60. That's literally only gas for me. That's only gas because I'm blessed enough to not have to pay for insurance. My car is paid for. I have full coverage on my car. My dad works for Allstate. He's been working for Allstate for the last 35 years, so I'm insured through Allstate. Just know I'm plugged and I don't have to pay insurance, thank God, because car insurance, that's just an expense that most of us have to pay, and it can be expensive, but at the end of the day, I don't have to pay it. So only thing I have to worry about as far as transportation is gas. And at the bottom, you got the food section. But like I said before, I add my food budget into my housing, and that's covered. So I keep that blank. Next section, you have the insurance and the tax section. So insurance, I pay $51, and that's for a life insurance policy. Yes, I have a life insurance policy. I've never talked about that on this channel, but I will make a video in the future going into further detail. I spend $51 per month on life insurance. That's pretty high. I'm not even gonna lie. After doing some research, I realized how high that is for the amount that I have on my life. I can get way more money for less money, but then again, I just jumped into something quick without doing enough research, and I've had this policy for a couple years now. But moving forward, especially this year when I'm trying to get it all together, I'm going to reevaluate that and do something a little different. In the debt section, you see I only have student loans. So I only pay $183.22. Y'all see me make that payment every month on this channel. And that's student loans. That's the only debt I have left in the world for now. And that's all I pay towards that. $51 for insurance, $183.22 for my student loans. Last but not least, we have the lifestyle section, and the lifestyle section is just that. It's my lifestyle. It's things that I want to spend money on. Not things that I necessarily have to spend money on, but it's things that I spend my money on outside of my four walls. Now, you can look at the list. It's a bunch of line items here, but all of the line items are tiny except for my blow money budget. Now, this is what's going to take me out of debt freedom. Y'all see that blow money budget, but we'll run down the list of everything else that I have, everything that I spend my money on. We have a haircut budget with $20 in it, and that's the price of one haircut. Realistically, I should be getting 2 haircuts a month, but I skim back and save that. Like you can see right now, I'm looking a little, you know what I mean? I'm looking a little rough because I'm due for a haircut right now. Next month, when I'm debt free, I'm gonna up that budget. That haircut budget is going up to $40 because I'm gonna go back to getting 2 haircuts a month. That's one of the sacrifices I did. I went from 2 haircuts a month to 1 because trying to save, and right now working at the railroad, I wear a hard hat all day, and anything else as far as grooming, I could just do that at the house myself. I have clippers, I have all types of things where I can, you know what I mean, clean up and clean these edges up, because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. You know what I mean? When I'm moving into my next profession, I'm gonna need to be a little bit cleaner than this. So it is what it is right now. Blow money budget. Now that blow money budget is huge because it's my money. That's how much money I give myself. And y'all know what I do with that money. $2,093.50. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all know where that's going. I'm about to give. That's going to the debt. That's part of my lifestyle. My lifestyle is paying off debt right now, and it is what it is. In the future, moving forward, that money is going to go towards investing, and that money is going to go towards everything else that I really want to do. Changing careers, vacations, spending money on things that actually bring joy to my life, unlike this debt that I'm paying. And the last couple line items we'll just breeze through. So you got $35 for export. You have the Samsung storage, which is nothing but cloud space. That's 99 cents per month for pictures and videos and things that I want to store that doesn't necessarily fit in my phone. That's 99 cents per month. You have Sheridan Systems, which is the honor boxes. That's $10 per month. I got to cancel that. We have KindMaster, which is, that's what I edit my videos on. KindMaster is an app that I use to edit my videos. That's $4.99 per month plus tax. It comes out to $5.30. And lastly, TubeBuddy, which is only $2.99. For the YouTubers out there, y'all know what TubeBuddy is. If you're not a YouTuber, TubeBuddy is literally an optimization tool. It's literally stuff where I can find out analytics and I can see what helps my channel grow as far as keywords, SEO, etc. It's literally a tool, and I think it's necessary. It's actually helped with the growth of my channel along with the support from you guys, because I know y'all been blowing it up. Y'all been blowing it up, like I said, with all the engagement. I've been getting a lot of shares, but TubeBuddy ultimately helps the growth of my channel. So everything y'all saw, everything that we went over in every section, it all goes back. It all goes back to that income. So that $3,800 that I get per month, everything is spread out to the point where nothing is left over. And they call that an every dollar budget. Once you give every single dollar that you have coming in a home, every 3,800 of it, I done put it out to every single category. And that's ultimately a zero-based budget. If you know anything about budgeting, there's a zero-based budget. So by the time you give everything a home, every dollar a home, there's nothing left over. So that way you can't say, oh, I didn't have the money for this or I didn't have the money for that. You allocated that money somewhere, so you should know where it's going. That's the whole importance of a budget, and that's something I had to learn. I didn't know that until 4 years ago. I tell people all the time, and they find it confusing. I find it confusing too. I was 27 years old when I made my very first budget, but I'm glad I learned it, and it's helped me. It's helped me a lot. I got it down pat now, and I feel obligated to share this knowledge. I got a phone call earlier. I'll make a video about it. A friend of mine, he's a little bit older than me. He watches my videos, and he literally called me out of desperation, like, Q, I need help with my money. I don't know what I'm doing. It seems like I never have enough money. And yeah, that was me. That was me 4 years ago. I felt everything he felt. I helped him out. I stayed on the phone with him for 45 minutes. And I'm ultimately going to sit down with him in person and go over it. But budgeting, it doesn't restrict you. Regardless of what you hear, regardless of what you heard, budgets give you a permission to spend, and it doesn't limit you. Always remember that. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Leave me a comment and let me know what type of budgeting tools you use, and let's just have a conversation like always. I go by the name of Q, and like I always say, if Q can make it happen, you can make it happen. I'll let y'all next video. Peace.